Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, the attempted murder trial of an Orrington man continued this morning at Penobscot Judicial Center.
Our Matthew Jurancic brings us the latest.
The second day of the Jordan David Bishop trial consisted of cross-examinations of Bangor Police Detective Dustin Dow and bartender Ryan Whitney, and impartial cross-examination of witness Jeremy Mountain. Bishop is accused of shooting and wounding 57-year-old James Parent, a brewer, outside of Tesoro's Italian restaurant in Bangor in 2019. He is currently facing 6 counts, including multiple attempted murder and assault charges, as well as reckless conduct of a firearm. Detective Dow was asked to walk the jury through the surveillance video from the scene of the alleged crime. Mountain claimed that Bishop was intoxicated at the time of the shooting and talked about the interactions he had with him outside the restaurant. Bartender Ryan Whitney took the stand, talking about what he remembered that night in moments before Bishop allegedly fired off multiple shots at the victim.
Well, this is a serious case. It involves a shooting outside of Tesoro's restaurant. A person was significantly injured in this case, and it was quite frightening for the people inside the restaurant.
Cross-examinations will continue at Penobscot Judicial Center tomorrow morning. In Bangor, Matthew Jurancic reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The Innovation, Development, Economic Advancement, and Business Committee heard from a small business owner working with a group of lawmakers to legalize competitions for Muay Thai and kickboxing in Maine. Our AJ Douglas spoke to a state representative to learn how the classification of those two sports fell through the cracks.
I was able to find out, kickboxing and Muay Thai is technically illegal in the state. I thought, wow, we need to try to fix that.
Business owner Primo Bella Rosa says he has been boxing for around 3 decades. Bella Rosa currently coaches kickboxing and Muay Thai. However, after realizing that Mainers could not legally participate in any professional competitions, he sought help.
And he said, is this something that you can help me with so that the Combat Sports Authority of Maine would be able to do rulemaking to allow those competitions to happen? And I said, sure, I'll do that.
Muay Thai is sometimes referred to as Thai boxing, as the sport originated in Thailand. It's similar to kickboxing. However, Muay Thai allows the use of elbow and knee strikes. Bella Rosa says he had a troubled youth, but the sport put him on the right path.
This gave me that outlet, gave me a way to work those things out in a positive manner.
Representative Amanda Collmore notes that offering professional competitions here in Maine would support economic growth, as many competitors already travel to Maine to train for both sports.
When the statutes were changing to the Combat Sports Authority of Maine, kickboxing was left out. And I think it was just an accidental oversight, and I'm trying to fix that.
The proposed bill would recognize kickboxing and Muay Thai as a form of mixed martial arts here in Maine and allow professional competitions to take place. The committee continues to review the bill. In Augusta, AJ Douglas, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Senate Republicans are discussing initiatives centered around expanding safety measures in Maine schools. Legislators report that they plan to focus on infrastructure resources, student mental health, and collaborating with the Department of Education. Lawmakers are suggesting a task force be established consisting of experts in fields like public safety and education. Senator Marianne Moore says changes must be made to address the mental health concerns of students.
Young people in the United States and here in Maine are collectively experiencing a level of distress that calls for action. While the primary goal of schools is academic learning, they also play a major role in shaping mental, physical, and social growth.
Republicans are suggesting the state foot the bill by utilizing state funds in an effort to lower the financial burden on local municipalities.
The Maine Bureau of Insurance says they recovered almost $2 million on behalf of Mainers in 2022. Acting Insurance Superintendent Timothy Schott says more than $1.8 million was recovered for Maine consumers through the Bureau's 2022 investigations. Now, those cases involved a wide range of complaints and issues ranging from improper billing, improper or delayed claims processing, wrongful denial of payment for medical treatment, and illegal insurance sales practices. The Bureau also said that more than $5 million in life insurance policies were matched to Maine recipients through their life insurance policy locator.
A public hearing tomorrow will focus on a proposed bill to repeal Maine's ranked choice voting laws. LD 1028, which has been backed by a number of Republican representatives, would reinstate plurality voting for Maine's elections. Under current law, voters can choose their candidates in order of preference. If no candidate wins a majority of votes on election night in the races that have 3 or more candidates, the ballots are tabulated over multiple rounds, incorporating voters' second choice candidates to determine a winner. The Department of the Secretary of State is making its opposition to that bill clear.
Senators have shown election after election that they support ranked choice voting, that they appreciate the ability to vote with their hearts and not with their fears. So we're in support of ranked choice voting for our elections, and we'll be making that clear tomorrow at the hearing.
The public hearing will take place at the State House tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Well, now to a follow-up on a story that we brought you yesterday. SNAP recipients say they can't get answers from DHHS about their benefits. It's leading some to take matters into their own hands, including going to state offices, hoping to find help.
This is what I ended up doing.
Mike Phillips is trying to renew his SNAP benefits. How long were you trying to call DHHS?
The day that I finally got through to him, I was on the phone for 2.5 hours on hold, just sitting there waiting for somebody to pick it up.
We are currently experiencing extremely high call volume.
About 175,000 low-income Mainers received SNAP benefits in February, according to the state. We've heard from some they've been running into issues with their money and can't get a hold of anyone to fix it.
I'm just curious about what's going on and what can be done, if anything.
Maine DHHS says there was a change to the program this month, leading to a higher number of calls, impacting answer times and processing. Once Phillips was able to talk to someone, he says he was told his paperwork was received but not processed.
And I said, well, at least you know so I won't lose my benefits, right? And she said, oh no, it's computerized. You lose your benefits if this isn't done.
We wanted to know if this was the case, if some are at risk of losing this money. CBS 13 News went to DHHS in Augusta. They directed us to the department's communication director. So we called Jackie Farwell and tried calling the department's commissioner and Office for Family Independence's director directly.
Record your message after the tone.
We didn't get a call back. In a written statement on Tuesday, DHHS spokesperson Farwell says that for participants due for renewal, benefits automatically end when their current cases expire unless the department receives and can process their information. The department is reassigning staff to process renewals and are approving overtime to speed up processing time. And they're waiving SNAP interviews through June, which is what Phillips needed.
I just went in here.
Fortunately for Phillips, he heard from DHHS after going in person. His benefits will continue.
I mean, it's all resolved till next time.
And that was Mal Meyer reporting. Meanwhile, home sales in Maine declined in February due to a lack of available properties for buyers. According to Maine listings, realtors sold 708 homes last month. That is a dip of more than 19% from February 2022. Prices increased more than 10% over the past year. The median sales price was roughly $329,000. 2023 president of the Maine Association of Realtors, Carmen McPhail, says buyer demand remains steady, but the shortage of move-in ready homes for sale continues to be a challenge. Homeowners who purchased in recent years with record low mortgage rates are staying put, and new home construction in Maine has not kept pace with high demand.
Well, the Glenburn Fire Department purchased new Jaws of Life equipment thanks to a grant awarded by the Stephen and Tabitha King Foundation. Glenburn Fire Chief Chris Lavoie says their previous set of equipment was outdated, making it more difficult to extract someone from a vehicle during an emergency.
Vehicle manufacturers are out there every single day. They're out there right now as I'm talking to you, and they're looking for a way to make a vehicle safer, which is great. But now the technology's old, right? We just bought these. Someone out there is going to outbuild these tools already. So, as technology evolves in vehicles, we need to upgrade our equipment as well.
Lavoie says the new set is battery operated, making setup a few minutes faster than their previous equipment. And he says those few minutes can mean the difference between life and death.
Some of Maine's oldest residents are making some noise on climate change. The group, called Third Act, organized this demonstration, saying they want to leave a livable planet for younger generations. The group of Maine seniors say they're asking banks like Chase and Bank of America to stop supporting what they call climate chaos by financing new oil explorations.
The latest intergovernmental panel on climate change just came out this week and said if we do not keep the oil in the ground, we're going to blow past 2 degrees of warming, and we're going to have catastrophic climate change. That's why this is so important.
They're asking people to boycott those big banks and go local instead. Organizers say this is one of about 100 similar rallies taking place across the country.
So certainly an important issue there, and something we've been hearing about. That report came out this week, so important to to kind of dig deep in there and see what it's all about.
Absolutely. And yeah, speaking of the climate, it was a warm day out there today. We've been experiencing a lot of that lately.
Seasonable for sure.
Yeah.
And with a little bit more on what we can expect in the coming hours, let's take a first look at our forecast.
All right, thank you. Zolke Treacer has been providing top-notch arbor services to the greater Bangor region. Our reputation for quality and committed customer satisfaction speaks for itself. See it for yourself and give us a call today. And all right, let's talk about temperatures. Look at this. 50 here in Bangor today, 44 Millinocket, 42 for Greenville. This felt like spring, right? But overall, it'll be a bit cooler across the area tomorrow, followed by a big change getting in here for Thursday, as there is lots of clouds and lots of moisture on the way. And that's going to give us a rain-snow mix on Thursday. Mostly rain, although there will be a few areas north and west of Bangor that could see a couple inches of snow. Looking at you, kind of Millinocket and north areas north and west of there. So get the idea. There will be some snow in the forecast for us throughout the day on Thursday, mostly north and west of the Bangor area. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies at low temperatures in the 20s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth?
And hoping that warm streak continues.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, 2 Belfast organizations put aside their rivalry for a common cause.
And Central High School's Drama Club hopes to bring home some gold this weekend. We'll have those stories and more local news after this short break.
There was no salt or sand.
And because of that, I slipped and fell.
When snow or ice isn't removed, you need a powerful law firm to go after every dollar you may deserve.
I needed to protect my rights.
Cases like this require resources and experience.
Over 25,000 victories for injured Mainers and more than $500 million collected for Maine families.
I never thought I'd get that much.
The law offices of Joe Bornstein. Maine lawyers working for Maine people.
Defeated. You win. I won. I won.
Want the speed to finally defeat your mortal enemy?
Oh, there he is! I won!
Only Spectrum gives you Speed Boost for the fastest wireless speeds in the palm of your hand. Get game-changing speed with Speed Boost, only with Spectrum One.
Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
Welcome to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop in Brewer.
And some call me the King.
There are RC trucks, cars, crawlers, and parts aplenty. There are planes, metal detectors, and gear galore. I have decreed that all people can book birthday parties with their RC vehicles provided for all. We have indoor and outdoor tracks and crawling courses available. Bring yourself, your family, and friends to Kings Mountain RC and Hobby Shop, South Main Street, Brewer.
It's an epic new season with weekly themes and a special new twist.
What? Somebody's messing with us.
The Masked Singer, Wednesday on Fox.
Coming up on Good Morning Maine, we'll have all the latest details from the Jordan David Bishop trial, plus details of Glen Byrne's newest Jaws of Life tools. These stories, as well as all the major news coming out of the Republicans' presser in Augusta. All of this, as well as a live in-studio interview, coming up on Good Morning Maine.
Welcome back. Retirement and burnout have led to severe physician shortages in Maine, and foreign-trained physicians could be the answer to fill some of those jobs. Brad Rogers looks at a new push to remove the barriers for getting a medical license without lowering the standards for foreign-trained doctors.
These men and women were all doctors in their home countries. They now live and work in Maine, but are not allowed to practice medicine here.
We want to help this state. We want to use our skill.
Axel Samunto told us he went from being a doctor in the Democratic Republic of the Congo to working for the Maine CDC Public Health Division. But at a time when Maine is in desperate need of doctors, he and others say their medical skills are being wasted.
We have many doctors here who from different countries, Congo, Rwanda, Burundi, Brazil, Afghanistan, Pakistan. We are many here in Maine, but men did not use their resources.
I'm helping, but I'm not helping the way I was trained to.
Cedric DeCembo says he went from working as a doctor to being an EMT in Maine. He says financing is one obstacle. Refugees and asylum seekers are not eligible for student loans.
You cannot go to medical school in the same time taking care of your family.
Another major barrier, foreign-trained doctors must go through a residency in Maine to get their medical license. However, the new Maine Resource Center says preference is often given to younger students out of med school over experienced foreign-trained doctors.
There is just so much potential that we are not taking advantage of and being able to utilize in helping these people get back to work and to putting their skills to use.
Representative Cloutier's bill seeks to establish a commission to study integrating foreign-trained physicians living in Maine into the state's healthcare workforce. However, the bill would not seek to lower the standards for foreign-trained doctors.
That would be very important to me, making sure that the standards remain the same, but anything we can do, we absolutely face a shortage of healthcare workers.
We know what we do, we know what we need, and then if they need just to pass a test, we are ready for that. We are a doctor.
Foreign-trained doctors can also help diversify the medical profession in Maine and can lead to better health outcomes for people of color.
And that was Brad Rogers reporting. Meanwhile, a pair of Belfast organizations put aside their rivalry to support a common goal. Our David Ledford spoke with them about the road to cooperation.
Our organizations have been rivals, but now we're leading the way and showing that our groups can work together.
The Belfast Veterans of Foreign Wars partnered with the Belfast Masonic Lodge to help out another veteran organization, the American Legion. The Belfast Legion's furnace, now more than 60 years old, is on its last legs.
If something happens to it, it's running right now, but if something happens to it, it is not up to code anymore. So we're hoping to fix it before it breaks. We're lucky that it made it another winter.
Members of the American Legion say that the building's integrity is necessary for important community services.
We just recently started doing like a warming center, which I think is important to the community. We'd like to keep that going for the public and our veterans as well.
This is a great community center. We provide a lot of services out through here. Again, we're helping children with Christmas for kids. We've done food deliveries. We've based a lot of programs out of here. And without heat and warmth, we won't be able to continue the service.
The organizations presented a $2,000 check to the Legion, getting them one step closer to the estimated $16,000 price tag that comes with a new furnace. This comes in addition to the money already raised by the three groups and funds personally donated by some Belfast City Council members.
I'm really excited about this, as I've been a member of all these organizations, and I've seen that bigger picture that we're all working towards the same goal, but we were working apart. And this is the first time we've all banded together to do something, and it happened quick.
To support the Legion, checks can be made payable to American Legion Post 43 and mailed to 143 Church Street in Belfast. David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In other news tonight, Central High School's Drama Club is hoping to bring home a trophy at this weekend's Maine State Drama Festival. Our Jody Hersey caught up with the actors and has more.
Central High School in Corinth doesn't have a stage or an abundance of props, but that hasn't stopped the students in the school's drama club from winning the regional competition again and again.
We finally captured another title, and now we get to go to stage, so it means everything to us.
There are 28 members in the drama club, 13 of which are seniors. Beth Goodwin is the drama club's director, who says a lot of the students start out as techs, working behind the scenes, before ever stepping into a speaking role.
I didn't think that I would want to do this, but when I joined my junior year, even the role of Bongo Boy, which is my first role here, I enjoyed it so much.
The cast is performing The Shuttersome Tales of Poe, a theatrical adaptation of 3 of Edgar Allan Poe's best-known works. There's even a dance scene.
We practiced beforehand to make sure we could get the beat, the steps, and everything.
This weekend's state competition will be bittersweet, especially for the seniors here at Central High School. It'll be the last time they take the stage with classmates that they have grown close to over the years.
I feel like our freshman year we got here, we were friends, but we grew a tighter bond through drama.
We have stories that we can talk about that no one understands what we mean. Absolutely. And it's brought us closer, and I think it's not just a friendship, we're more of a family at this point.
The Maine State Drama Festival will be held Friday and Saturday at Ellsworth High School. In Corinth, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Definitely seems like a really close bunch of friends there. Really more like a family, like he was just saying, and that's what you get when you spend 4 years doing something together, whether it be sports or drama. You really just create those bonds that a lot of times are lifelong.
Yeah, really, just really kind of activity-specific bonds based on what you're doing and how you're working together and interacting. Right. I have many, many happy memories of drama and sports. Yeah. We did some really, really fun things in drama clubs, and meaningful plays too.
Yeah.
We did a couple serious productions too, and they were really impactful. So definitely pleasant memories. We're wishing them the best of luck at the competition, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, the Chinese president's visit to Moscow has entered its second day now. We'll have details.
And the school support workers strike in the nation's second biggest school district continues. All those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
We so amazing. The stylish Chevy Equinox RS and Chevy Blazer RS. So captivating. You don't have to be an influencer to be an influencer. The RS family of Chevy SUVs, definitely worth a follow. Current qualified non-GM lessees can get this Equinox for $269 a month. Or get $1,750 total cash allowance when you purchase.
Yeah, make the crowd go crazy.
When the Coach House Restaurant wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. The Coach House Restaurant, family dining at its best with fine home-cooked meals, delicious homemade desserts, and a large menu of tasty offerings for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Are you looking to have some fun, including soaring on Skyrider and the ultimate indoor zip line? Well, come over to Urban Air, Bangor's #1 birthday party destination, located at the Airport Mall. Urban Air has gravity-defying attractions for all ages, including our Warrior Course, trampolines, enormous arcade section, and climbing walls. Call us today to schedule your birthday party. And don't forget, we have endless play memberships available as well. Urban Air, let them fly.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage, doing business the right way every day. Bangor Brewer bowling lanes on Wilson Street in Brewer, featuring 24 lanes of candlepin bowling and a big arcade room where kids can win great prizes. Glow bowling on Saturday nights from 7 until closing. Bring your entire family of fun entertainment for all ages.
Maine's #1 Kia dealer, Van Sickle Kia, has a cost-friendly Kia with your name on it. Choose from our fleet of front-wheel drives, all-wheel drives, hybrids, and fully electric vehicles, all affordable, tech-packed, and great on gas. Check out the all-new 2023 Kia Niro Hybrid with 54 mpg highway or Or check out the new 2023 Kia Sportage or Sorento. All come loaded with safety features and are great on gas. Plus, get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
The world is watching as the Chinese and Russian presidents meet in Moscow for another day of talks. The two leaders say they have a no-limits friendship and want to expand their alliance. The Biden administration, meanwhile, continues to monitor the visit with speculation that China could help Russia militarily in its invasion of Ukraine. Fox's Lauren Blanchard has more.
More toasting and talks for the leaders of China and Russia on the second day of President Xi Jinping's visit to Moscow.
China and Russia have maintained strategic calm to deal with the greatest changes of the century and promoted the relationship between the two countries to be more mature, stable, and resilient.
They signed a joint statement to increase their strategic cooperation, especially when it came to their economies. But worrisome for the rest of the world, China and Russia will also participate in more joint military exercises.
When you have two powers like that align, that have evil desires, that want to, I think, dominate and change the world structure, it's definitely a problem.
China did not commit to helping Russia in its war against Ukraine, at least not with lethal military aid. Even though Xi said he would present a peace proposal to Russia, it does not appear one has been accepted by Putin.
China wants to play a constructive role here in this conflict, then they ought to press Russia to pull its troops out of Ukraine and Ukrainian sovereign territory.
Tuesday, Japan's prime minister visited the Ukrainian capital, Kyiv, and promised support.
I'm also thankful for Japan for being part of the world majority and its readiness to cooperate with us over the implementation of points of the Ukrainian peace formula.
The White House says President Biden does want another discussion with President Xi. However, he does not want one with President Putin until he shows he's serious about leaving Ukraine. In Washington, Lauren Blanchard, Fox News.
Well, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen calls on Congress to raise the debt limit, warning of, quote, catastrophic results if they fail. The dire prediction came earlier today during remarks at a meeting of the American Bankers Association in Washington. Federal officials are expected to announce a quarter-point rate hike, though some investors have called on the Fed to hold off, citing the need to avoid putting more stress on American banks in the wake of the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank and New York's Signature Bank.
There's a reason that Treasury secretaries of both parties have rejected the idea of prioritization as a risky and dangerous idea. It's never been done, and prioritizing is nothing other than default by another name. So I believe it's essential that Congress raise the debt ceiling and that they do it promptly, in order not to inflict a truly catastrophic wound on our economy and financial system.
The Federal Reserve is expected to make a decision on an interest rate hike Wednesday.
A dispute has tens of thousands of kids missing class in L.A. School support workers are demanding higher wages, and they hit the picket lines on Tuesday morning, braving the rain to make their demands a reality. Fox's Jeff Paul has more from L.A.
Never be defeated! A three-day strike is keeping 500,000 students out of the classroom in California. Workers in the L.A. Unified School District want better pay, more full-time positions, and increased staffing. But negotiations between the union and the district failed to prevent a walkout.
The district first has to stop disrespecting.
The union, SEIU Local 99, represents some 30,000 cafeteria workers, bus drivers, custodians, and special ed assistants in the nation's second largest school district. The union says these support staffers earn about $25,000 per year, and most work part-time.
Those that have these important responsibilities should not have to live in poverty.
Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff, who is running for U.S. Senate, joined the union in calling for a pay bump. The union blames low wages for job vacancies. Some teachers joined the picket lines in solidarity.
We couldn't teach without them.
The superintendent says he wants to negotiate a contract that gives equitable wages without putting his district in a tough financial position.
We're willing and ready to go back to the table.
The district has offered a more than 20% raise and expanded health care benefits, but there is still no agreement. Critics blast the union, saying a strike only hurts the students.
Anytime children are out of school, they're not learning. You also have families who are going to be disrupted from this, scrambling to figure out what to do.
The district is opening 154 schools for student supervision to help out parents during the strike. In Los Angeles, Jeff Paul, Fox News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, we'll have all the latest entertainment news out of Hollywood.
And in sports, UMaine football's Pro Day was in Gorham today. We'll have all the info on the Black Bears' NFL hopefuls. That story right after the break.
Small-town farmers search for love in the heartland.
It's really hit me in the heart like this is real.
Farmer Wants a Wife, Wednesday on Fox.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Realtors at Morrison & Company with Next Home Experience have been serving satisfied clients since 2016. With more than $25 million in sales for 2022 alone, we hold the expertise to get you from under contract to closing during this very personal experience. Our modern and hands-on approach will get you where you want to be, faster and with less hassle. Call us today for your real estate options.
Dad, not another showing.
Good news, New England. Your Ford dealers have fresh shipments of their award-winning SUV lineup in stock for immediate delivery. Get your hands on any new Ford SUV and buy with no payments for 90 days, including Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes, and Escape with standard sliding rear seat. Returning lessees drive home a 2022 Explorer for $379 a month, or make no payments for 90 days with 2.9% for 60 months, plus $3,000 on Explorer and Escape.
General Rental Center has been serving Central Maine with equipment and tool rentals for more than 30 years. Our extensive inventory contains everything you need to get the job done right. Our professional, knowledgeable staff is here to make sure that you get the highest quality rental items to complete your project and that they have been serviced and maintained to the highest standards. Power brooms to get that sand off the lawn, leaf blowers, brush chippers, stump grinders, aerial lifts, tillers, and excavators. We rent most everything. If you don't see it in our online catalog, please ask for it. If we don't have the item you need, we would be happy to help you find it.
They've got the sharpest pencil in town. Have they just sit around that showroom figuring deals and whittling that old pencil down? They know that if you buy once, you're gonna be back. So instead of buying one, you're buying two, and that's a fact. They've got the sharpest pencil in town.
So come on down, neighbor. The coffee pot's on.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
New York City is ramping up security ahead of a possible indictment against former President Trump. Manhattan's district attorney is addressing criticism about the case. Fox's Madeline Rivera has more.
Former President Donald Trump remains in Florida, gearing up for a possible courtroom battle as a grand jury determines whether to indict him on charges related to alleged hush money payments made to adult film star Stormy Daniels leading up to the 2016 presidential election. One of Trump's lawyers on Tuesday called Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's investigation politically motivated.
Former President Trump and possibly future President Trump has been completely unfairly treated. This is a politicization of our justice system, and I think it's a frightening time for our country, frankly.
The grand jury, which doesn't meet on Tuesdays, is expected back in court on Wednesday. Jurors will hear at least one more witness before they start deliberations and cast their vote in secret. An indictment typically remains sealed until there is an arraignment, unless the DA asks the court's permission to unseal it or if Trump announces it himself.
Indict! Indict! Indict!
Meanwhile, police in New York City are bracing for possible unrest, setting up barricades at key locations around the city. Groups of protesters on both sides already making their voices heard.
Of all the things that Alvin Bragg could be doing, this is what he's chosen to prosecute.
Well, I'm hoping Trump is finally held accountable for the absolute anarchy and tyranny that he has created in this country.
An indictment for former President Trump could come as soon as Wednesday afternoon. In New York, Nate Foy, Fox News.
There's new data on a growing problem for America's workforce. With baby boomers calling it quits, not enough young Americans are training to fill skilled trade positions. Fox's Mike Emanuel reports on what's being done to shrink the massive gap.
As the baby boom generation retires, employers are struggling to find young Americans to fill jobs as plumbers, electricians, and construction workers. The CEO of a family-owned construction company since 1938 offers this pitch.
If you're somebody that really wants to just earn a paycheck, contribute to the greater good of the country, then working in the crafts, I don't know how there's anything more rewarding than that.
The Associated General Contractors of America reports 93% of construction firms report open positions. Among those firms, 91% are having trouble filling at least some of those positions. 66% of firms have projects that have been delayed because of labor shortages. One expert says a major issue is giving young people exposure, including in shop classes, to the skilled trades.
Is there an opportunity to work outside of the school and do an apprenticeship or a paid apprenticeship, or just get into a job somewhere to shadow? Do I like this or not? And that's going to make a big difference.
With demand high and a limited supply of workers, wages and benefits are going up to recruit and retain talented workers. And as the cost of college soars, Largura says working with your hands can provide a good quality of life.
Something that we're very proud of in the construction industry is you start off without debt and you never go into debt.
Among the challenges for these fields, parents who are convinced everyone needs to go to college, and industry experts note during COVID, the government paid folks to stay home and some have not come back. In Washington, Mike Emanuel, Fox News.
Well, switching gears now, more movies are on the way from a popular filmmaker. A global superstar is back in the recording studio and more. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with all of the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
I want to break every single rule there is.
Midge dreams of the big life. Madonna makes an announcement, and Peele plans his next films in the Hollywood Nation. Jordan Peele has 2 new movies in the works. The filmmaker will release an untitled horror thriller through his company, Monkey Paw Productions, on September 27th, 2024. In addition, his 4th directorial film will be released on Christmas Day of that year.
I just want to make sure you all know why you're here.
Madonna is back in the studio working on new tunes. The Queen of Pop revealed on Twitter she's recording music with Swedish record producer and songwriter Max Martin. She's also preparing to hit the road to perform 4 decades of her greatest hits on the Celebration Tour, kicking off July 15th in Vancouver. In today's first looks, Ed Sheeran gives his Cheerios a sneak peek at his life behind the spotlight. Disney Plus shared a preview of the 4-part docuseries The Sum of It All, featuring the Grammy-winning singer reflecting on his fame, fatherhood, the difficult moments he faced in recent years, and the making of his upcoming album Subtract. It premieres May 3rd.
This is Maisel.
And Midge is ready for her big break in the official trailer to the 5th and final season of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. The preview teases Rachel Brosnahan's Miriam Maisel getting closer to the success she's worked hard for and dreamed of. The Emmy-winning series returns for its final run on Prime Video April 14th. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Definitely an enjoyable series there.
Yeah, lots to look forward to.
Indeed.
All right, well, when we come back, we're going to have all the details in our full 5-day forecast. Stay with us for that.
Well, look what we did today. High temperatures hit 50 here in Bangor, 49 Bar Harbor. We'll take it, but some cooler temperatures are on the way, and also some rain and maybe some snow. Those details for you when I come back.
Behind every keepsake, there's a memory. Behind every photo, there's a story. Behind Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, there's people giving back by bringing back what was thought to be lost. The details, the time, and the expertise, all packaged up behind a name that Mainers have trusted for over 35 years. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Family owned and operating in the Bangor area for more than 10 years. Crosby's Welding is here to help you. We specialize in steel, stainless steel, and aluminum welding and fabrication. We serve many of the local industries from Maine lobstermen to the commercial trucking industry and everything in between. Fully mobile on-site construction services right down to custom signs and fire pits. Fast, friendly, reliable service. Give us a call today for a free estimate, 974-7815.
Cody Rhodes competes in a SmackDown ring for the first time in 6 years. It's an all-new Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on Fox.
Here we go. Your full weather is brought to you by the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store. Visit our ranch and meet the alpacas or shop in our store in downtown Belfast. And let's look at temperatures again. This was nice, right? 50 here in Bangor, 49 Bar Harbor, 44 Millinocket, 42 for Greenville. Temperatures above average for most locations today. And tomorrow will come close, probably not 50 tomorrow, as somewhat cooler temperatures are on the way. All right, we're starting to build a little bit of heat across the west, sign of spring, right? But that will mostly stay there. The real cold stuff is now up there by Hudson Bay. We're kind of stuck in the middle, and that's a happy place to be in spring in mid-March, you can see, with temperatures hanging out in the 40s and low 50s today. But the overall trend now, the last week of March and the first week of April is a below average temperature trend for much of our area, and that could easily keep temperatures in the 40s to low 50s for us by the end of the month. All right, outside today. So this looks a lot worse than it really is. There are some sprinkles, a couple snow flurries out there, not really a big deal. This is mostly Virga. The radar sees it. It's in the cloud, but it's falling through some very dry air and evaporating, so it's not all reaching the ground, but there are a couple sprinkles and light rain showers out there. They are falling apart as we speak. Our next system's over here. There's a couple of them. There's some energy there, and energy there. Let's deal with these two first. They're on the way for us beginning late tomorrow night, but more so on Thursday with a rain-snow mix across the area. Let's walk you through it. So tonight, no worries at all. Here's tomorrow, 11 o'clock or so, looking at partly cloudy skies across our region. And then quickly clouding over tomorrow evening. Here's 11 o'clock tomorrow, a couple of flurries around, not a big deal. The bigger deal gets in here earlier on Thursday. Here's noon on Thursday, that rain-snow mix across our region. The rain could be locally heavy for a few areas. Mostly rain, but that snow line is not too far away. Millinocket, mostly snow event for you in places north and west of there. Changing over to all rain Thursday afternoon, and then it gets out of here pretty quickly. And behind it, looking at a very nice day for us on Friday into Saturday, before we have some more weather getting in here later on Sunday to Monday, a very active weather pattern. So here is a look at what could happen snowfall-wise. Again, most of us will see rain from this. So where we get some snow, there could be a few inches of snow, probably a 1 to 3 to 4 inch snowfall, Greenville to Millinocket and points north and west of there, beginning early early morning on Thursday, lingering into Thursday afternoon. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, low temperatures down near 26, with a northwest wind that could gust near 20 overnight. For tomorrow, all right, it's Wednesday, lots of sunshine tomorrow. High temperatures a bit cooler than today, but still very nice, right? 45 throughout the afternoon, with a west wind around 5 to 10. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows that wintry kind of mist in here on Thursday. Mostly rain, a little bit of snow in there for the north and west. Friday and Saturday, nice and quiet. Our next weather system is a colder one. Gets in here Sunday and Monday of next week. Beth?
In the meantime, we're going to have some nice mild weather coming our way.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah, it's all good. The temperatures are nice. Just a little bit of rain to get through, but you're right.
It happens.
Yeah, nice day on the way tomorrow at least.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, sports is coming up, so stay with us for that.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Are you considering buying a new home? A home inspection is a major step in the home buying process. Knowing the current condition of your future home is very important. From simple DIY repairs to major issues that could cost thousands down the road. Not only can TJ inspect your property, but he is also a licensed contractor. Give him a call today at 210-5000 for a free inspection quote.
Oh, that feels so good. What a sweetheart. I'm so lucky.
These socks are so soft. And her feet don't smell? These would be perfect for hunting season.
Moisture wicking, odor resistant, hypoallergenic, softer than cashmere, and warmer than wool. Get your alpaca socks and more at the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
Hey babe, can I borrow these socks?
There's never been a better time to get away with a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away. Get 0% APR and $500 bonus cash with 0 payments until June on 8 of our most popular models. See your Bangor Hyundai dealer.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Ansley Moore, a realtor since 2013, working throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area.
Hey everybody, Ryan Soudal here. Thank you so much for joining us. On Tuesday, 11 former Maine football players took to the Gorham Sports Center for their 2023 NFL Pro Day. Tyler Cruz has the story.
On Tuesday, 11 former Black Bears officially closed the books on their college careers and took a step towards the next level at the 2023 Maine Football Pro Day.
Yeah, this is a big day. I mean, a lot leading up to this. Certainly something that's in their minds for the past 4 to 5 years.
Scouts from the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers were in attendance at the Gorham Sports Center, watching the guys perform a series of drills to test their preparation for the next level.
I showed them, especially my weight, I showed them, I could be explosive at that weight, and going in there, catching everything, not really dropping anything, getting my hips moving.
I just want to show that I'm versatile and that I can perform on the field if they need me to. I mean, I can play any position on the offensive line, and that's the biggest thing that I want the scouts to know.
Also in attendance, Maine football alum and NFL veteran Matt Mulligan, who has been training this group of Black Bears as they prepare for the biggest stage.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity for anybody when you can be involved with your alma mater, but players that are coming out trying to achieve a dream, and that's what these guys are doing, and they're working really hard. So for me, it's just trying to foster an environment where they can get the most out of their abilities.
One of the headliners of the group, center Michael Geraci. Geraci spent the past 5 years donning the blue and black and has been an anchor on the offensive line every season he's been out there.
There's, not many that have done it better than he has. He's a guy who started almost 50 games here, so he has a lot to be proud of and a legacy here that will be, hard to match.
And as much as Geraci has meant to Maine, Maine has meant just as much to the 26-year-old NFL hopeful.
I mean, it's been my home away from home for the last 5 years. I mean, this university has given me everything. It's given me 2 degrees. It's given me the opportunity to play at the Division I level. And I'm grateful for the university. I'm grateful for the people around the university that have given me this opportunity.
Overall, for every one of the athletes there, it was a nice way to end their chapter of collegiate athletics, going out the only way they know how, as brothers.
It felt great. You know, we came out here, man. Everyone worked there. You know, everyone showed what they did, all training and everything, and we came here with the excitement, energy, and that's what we wanted. We got it done today.
In Gorham, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Let's stay with the Black Bears now, as one of the biggest pieces of the UMaine women's basketball team made a big announcement on Tuesday. Ann Simon is back. The former America East Player of the Year said in a statement that she intends to return to Maine next season for her 5th year of eligibility. Her season was plagued with injuries this past year, forcing her to miss half the games, but she still made second-team All-Conference, putting up 14 points a game. Simon says that the love she feels from Black Bear Nation and her teammates played a huge part in her decision, but also the hunger to fulfill her and the team's goals.
So grateful for the teammates and the coaching staff, but also for the fans. It definitely at the end made it easier for me to decide, knowing that I have the support behind me, and of course still haven't got what I want so far to win the conference. I'm currently 0 from 4, so I have one more year, one more chance, so whatever it takes.
Okay, let's stay on the basketball court now. The New England Women's Basketball Coaches Association announced their senior all-star game rosters recently, and one Husson Eagle will make the trip to participate. Big congrats to graduate point guard Vanessa Duarte. Duarte was named second-team All-NAC, and then she was also named to the Maine Women's Basketball Coaches Association's second team. She became the 28th player in Husson Women's Hoops history to reach 1,000 points this past year as well, doing it in her last game as an Eagle. The Senior All-Star Game will be played on March 26th at 1 p.m. at Smith's College in Massachusetts. Okay, let's move to the NFL now, where the Patriots bid farewell to one of the team's all-time greats. The Patriots held former safety Devin McCourty's retirement presser Tuesday afternoon. There was a video montage, various messages from teammates, and speeches from Coach Belichick and Bob Kraft. McCourty spent all 14 of his NFL seasons in New England and made it to 2 Pro Bowls and won 3 Super Bowls. He used the final words of his speech to thank the team and fans for treating him so well. In doing so, he quoted another local legend.
I heard Bill Russell say, as I watched his documentary, he said if he left his kids with $1 million, he really would have left them with nothing. But if he teaches them how to be better people and how to live life the right way, then he gives them everything. And I'm proud to say that I'm a father of 3, and because of you guys, I'll be able to show them how to live the right way.
What a great guy. Of course he is. He's from Jersey. That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Ryan Sudol. We'll be back right after the break.
Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
Here at the Eddington store, we have what you're craving. From Holton Dairy Farm products to our daily breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. Did I mention we have fresh cut meats? From hamburger to steaks and even fresh produce, we have what you're craving. And while you're here, Don't forget your ice cream at the Dairy Bar and homemade whoopie pies. Are you low on fuel? We offer gas, diesel, and propane too. The Eddington Store, for more than your average convenience store. We look forward to seeing you.
Since 1950, Fairhaven Camps, located in Brooks, Maine, has provided quality Christian summer camping experiences to young people from Maine and beyond. At Fairhaven Camps, we empower youth from ages 6 through 17 to seek the truth of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Fairhaven Camps offers day or overnight camps as well as horsemanship and wilderness camps. Fairhaven Camps is now hiring for summer staff and accepting registration for campers. To sign up, apply, or donate, please visit www.fairhavencamps.org or call us today.
Sunday on Fox.
Start your engine!
I'm gonna light it up! The NASCAR Cup Series takes on the Circuit of the Americas. On this road course, every turn is a battle, and every lap a beast. Whoa. All tracks are built to go fast, but this one was born to thrill. The Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix, Sunday at 3 Eastern on Fox.
Saturdays. Baseball's best are showing out. Fox Saturday Baseball returns April 1st.
A popular chocolate chip cookie brand turns 60 and it wants some lucky fans to help them celebrate. Chips Ahoy is holding a happiest birthday party sweepstakes. 2 lucky fans will win a trip to Miami and can bring along 4 friends each. They'll get to party on the luxury Chips Ahoy yacht in June. The winners and their guests will get to enjoy Chips Ahoy products, a live DJ, and more. But the party doesn't stop there. Another 300 fans will receive the Happiest Party Kit. That includes merchandise. If you're interested, you have until May 14th to enter the sweepstakes. Just go to chipshappiestbirthday.com.
Meanwhile, a bald eagle caught a little lunch in Connecticut. Take a look at this. If you've ever wondered what America's bird loves to eat, these action shots just might have your answer. A photographer in Connecticut caught some snapshots of a wild bald eagle swooping down and grabbing some lunch with its talons, and it happened to be pizza, believe it or not. It wasn't until closer inspection that he discovered that was a slice in his talons. The bird beat out 4 crows for the coveted slice. I dare say I don't think many birds are going to compete with the eagle.
Absolutely not. Well, he certainly worked for that one. And meanwhile, we'll leave you tonight with another happy story here. 2 and 4-legged Harry Potter fans are celebrating Hogwarts House Pride throughout the month of March at Card & Kennels Daycare and Boarding in Bangor. Even the dogs are getting into character. All week, the staff have played Harry Potter-themed games with the dogs, and they're taking their portraits in the pets' Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, or Hufflepuff attire.
Each day is a special, fun activity that brings magic and whimsy to the dogs, and it kind of gears towards each house. So that way it's something different for the house that they're in.
Card & Kennels says celebrating things like Hogwarts House Pride Month gives the employees and the dogs something fun to do to break up the days. Just love all the effort that went into that.
Yeah.
Seeing the animals and the workers there really just getting into it.
Now I have to ask, if you had to put Simba in a house, where would Simba be sorted?
Probably in Gryffindor.
You think?
He's brave, but he's silly. That's for sure.
That's fair.
Yep.
All right, folks. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
For more local news coverage, switch over to our sister station, ABC7, right now for ABC7 News at 11.